halacha we're learning over here with Hashem's help regarding the different proofs that the Torah brings about Bias HaMashiach. The first proof from this that Hashem will return everyone to Eretz Yisrael. The second proof is the Nevuah of Bilam, where Bilam clearly speaks about Mashiach. And the third proof that I'm going to bring is from Adi Miklat, the cities of refuge. It says when Eretz Yisrael is going to get bigger, you need to add 3 more cities of refuge. And the question is, why does the Rambam need to add another proof from Adi Miklat, a third proof from cities of refuge? A second question is, why does the Rambam bring this third proof from Adi Miklat in a separate halacha? Why doesn't he bring it together with the first 2 proofs from this from Parshas Nitzavim, that Hashem will return everyone to Eretz Yisrael, and the Nevuah of Bilam? He should bring all 3 proofs in one shot. Why does he separate the third proof from Adi Miklat in a separate halacha? So the Rebbe yesterday we learned yesterday what the Rebbe explained, that maybe we could say that halacha beis, why did the Rambam bring this proof in a separate halacha? Because it's an introduction for what the Rambam says in the next halacha, the next halacha. What does the Rambam say in the next halacha? You shouldn't think Mashiach needs to perform miracles or make wonders or change anything in the nature of the world. What is the proof for that? From this, that we're going to need to add cities of refuge. No, so he brings a proof from Rabbi Akiva. That's the Rebbe's question. The Rebbe says you can say that is the reason why. Because why does the Rambam bring a proof from Rabbi Akiva? If you have a pasuk in Torah, why do I need to bring a proof from a story in Gemara? If you have a clear pasuk, and especially that the Rambam starts off halacha gimel as if he's coming to be machadish or something. If Ari Miklat means that there's no miracles, right? People are going to be killing each other. Ari Miklat. So, what do you need to tell me? Don't think Mashiach needs to make miracles. It's extremely obvious if that's what I know from halacha base. This that the Rambam has to tell it to me in a term of that he's coming to give you a chiddush that proves that Ari Miklat is not a raya, is not a chocha for halacha gimel, especially that the Rambam the next Perek and Perek the base has to also start off again and saying, don't think that anything is going to change in the world. Well, I have Ari Miklat. Well, the answer is Ari Miklat is not a raya for that. So Ari Miklat is not a proof for halacha gimel and halacha dalid or anything else, or for this that the world is going to be running regular. But the question, what's Adi Miklat? Cities of refuge. A city of refuge for someone that killed someone by mistake, so he runs into a city of refuge. So why does the Rambam need to add a proof from Adi Miklat and in a separate halacha? It's not to prove to me that there won't be miracles when Mashiach comes. So why did we need to bring this, and why do we need to bring it in a separate halacha? So now we're going to bring another explanation. Ve'nin isbar le'il ba'arucha siman aleph da Rambam kan bolavar shekidrei shal Mashiach hu lahachzer malchus beis David v'chayzin kol ha'mishpatim lahavi l'shleimus v'kim kol ha'teira. The Rebbe explains in the first siman of the Sefer in great length. Now, what is Mashiach? What is Mashiach? How do we categorize Mashiach? How do we analyze Bias HaMashiach? What is Mashiach? Over here, that the whole idea of Mashiach, what is the criteria of Mashiach? And what is Mashiach? Mashiach means the completion of Torah and Mitzvahs. What's Mashiach going to do? What is he going to bring about? He's going to bring about a time that we can fulfill all of Hashem's mitzvahs. Now in Golus, we could only do 1/5 of Torah and mitzvahs. We could do 87 from the 248 that are positive commandments. Mashiach is going to come. Why could we do now only 87? Because we're missing the Beis HaMikdash, we're missing all the Din and Eretz Yisrael, we're missing the Malach HaMashiach to actually make this take place. And Mashiach is going to come and build the Beis HaMikdash. Like that, we're going to be able to do all the mitzvahs that are dependent in the Beis HaMikdash. We're going to take everyone to Eretz Yisrael, we do all the mitzvahs, we do it in Eretz Yisrael. That is Mashiach. What is Mashiach? The ability to do whatever Hashem wants. Now the Rambam says, in the words of the Rambam, the first thing the Rambam says is Mashiach is going to come and bring back the time of David HaMelech. What was the times of David HaMelech? The times of David HaMelech was the time that we were able to do all of the Torah and mitzvahs. That's why the Rambam says, who is the first Mashiach? If I would ask you, who is the first Mashiach in Jewish history, who would you tell me? Who is the first Mashiach?
Kesyahu?
He was worthy of being Mashiach, but he's not the first person. Who's the first person in Jewish history that I would say he was the first Mashiach?
Moshe?
Moshe seemingly, right? Because he took the din out of Mitzrayim. But the Rambam doesn't say that. That's the Rebbe's question. In the Medrash it says Moshe is the first redeemer, but not the first Mashiach. Who is the first Mashiach? David HaMelech. David HaMelech is the first Mashiach, was the first Jewish king that in Eretz Yisrael prepared to build the Beis HaMikdash and made the ability almost to fulfill all of Hashem's commandments. So the Rambam says, what's Melech HaMashiach going to do? In the future, Melech HaMashiach is going to come, and what is he going to do? He's going to bring back David HaMelech's times. That's what he's going to do, which means, in other words, he's going to bring a time that we will be able to fulfill all of Hashem's commandments.
Finally, back to monarchy.
Right, the right kingdom. And the Rebbe says this is why the reason brings the proof from Ari Miklat, from the cities of refuge, in a separate halacha. He brings this proof, and he also brings it in a separate halacha. Why? What do we see from this? What are we saying? What is Mashiach all about? A time that we will be able to fulfill Hashem's Torah and mitzvahs. What do we see from Ari Miklat, periods of refuge? That Hashem told us when Eretz Yisrael is going to get bigger, you should fulfill a mitzvah. When Mashiach is going to come, what should you do? You should do a mitzvah that you were never able to do in history. Which means, what does this shows us? That what is Mashiach all about? Mashiach's all about a time that we will be able to do Torah and mitzvahs that we weren't able to do in the past. Understand? That's what Mashiach's all about. Now, what do we see from here? From this idea of cities of refuge? Kevin Shemizeh, maybe Aramam, Loida Keraya, Shadovan, Mafurish Betera, Shal de Melach HaMashiach Yazman, Shal Shleimus, Bikima Teda Mitzvahs. Ela Shemitzinu Bari Mikolot, She Tasif Bemitzvah Gufa, Visafta Lachai, Shal Ishadim Begame, the Tziva Kadish Baruch Letayu, Kilay Mar Shatera Gufa, a Mar Shatzarich Lavizman, Be Mitzvah Satera Yu Kedabai. What do we see from the cities of refuge? That not only Mashiach is going to return the general idea, the general conduct, the fulfillment of all 613 mitzvahs. He's not only going to do that, bring a completion fulfilling all the Torah mitzvahs, but more than that, he's going to bring a completion in each mitzvah as a detail. He's going to make it possible to fulfill each mitzvah in the most complete way as a detail. And even more than that, he's going to make it possible to do mitzvahs that we were never able to do in the past. Not only is he going to bring back what was, that he's going to bring back the ability to do Torah mitzvahs that we were never able to fulfill. But he's going to, what? Korbanos, Shemitah, Yovel, all of these mitzvahs. No, we did. So he's not only going to bring back what we did in the past. He's going to make, like we sing, Ari Miklat is a mitzvah that we never did this part of the Ari Miklat. Ari Miklat, we only had the 6 Ari Miklat. Okay, Mashiach is going to come, and we're going to be able to do that a mitzvah that we were never able to do in the past. What does that show us? That Mashiach is not only coming, Mashiach is Torah and mitzvahs, bringing completion of Torah and mitzvahs, and not only to bring back the Torah mitzvahs that we can't do in Golus, we were able to do once a time, but he's going to make such a addition and such a completion in the fulfillment of Torah and mitzvahs to the extent that mitzvahs that we were never able to do in the past, we're going to be able to do when Mashiach comes. Understand? Mm-hmm. So what does this show us? So what's Mashiach all about? It's all about bringing a time that we will be able to fulfill Hashem's Torah and mitzvahs the way we are meant to. To the highest degree. So that's why he brings a proof from Ari Miklat, and that's why he brings it in a separate halacha. Because the first 2 proofs just show us that he's going to bring back what was. What's Ari Miklat showing us? Not only he's going to bring back what was in the past, but he's going to add something that never existed in the past. So that's a separate halacha. But the Rebbe says, Omnam kol hanal this that we can explain it in such a form that the Rambam is bringing Ari Miklat in a separate halacha for these reasons. This is coming to tell us that the Rambam is not coming just to bring a proof for the coming of Mashiach. That rather is coming to bring a proof for some deeper concept and idea that we will be able to add more cities of, we're going to add in Torah and mitzvahs to a higher level, right? Aval pashtus lashon Rambam hi shekavanos lahav yirai miteresh abiksav al etzem bias hamashiach. The simple meaning of the Rambam over here is that he's not coming to prove to me that when Mashiach is going to come, Torah and mitzvahs is going to come to the highest level of completion, that we're going to be able to do mitzvahs that we're never able to do in the past. Or the Rambam is bringing a proof that the world won't change. That's not the purpose of the Rambam over here. The Rambam over here is very simple. The simple meaning of the Rambam is the Rambam is coming to bring me a proof that Mashiach is going to come. That's it. Not that the Torah is going to be in the highest level. He's coming to bring a proof Mashiach is for sure going to come. That's it. Like the Rambam says right after when he speaks about the cities of refuge, and he says, what does the Rambam say? He writes, this never happened in the past in history. The Torah says about Israel is going to get bigger. You should add 3 more cities of refuge. Says the Rambam, this never happened in history, that Eretz Yisrael got bigger and we added 3 more cities of refuge. And Hashem did not command us for nothing to add 3 more cities of refuge when Eretz Yisrael gets bigger. Then the Rambam continues. The next words of the Rambam is, but from the words of the prophets, there's no need for me to bring any proof that Mashiach is going to come, because all of their books are full about Mashiach. But what is he saying? There's no need for me to bring proof that Mashiach is going to come. Which means that the whole purpose, what's his purpose over here? To bring proof that Mashiach is going to come. Why is he bringing this Ari Miklot? Not to let me know that Torah Mitzvahs is going to be in the most highest level of completion. Rather, he's coming to bring proof that Mashiach is going to come. So, I already know that from this, that all the Yidden are going to go to Eretz Yisrael, like he says in Allah Aleph. I know that from the Nevuah of Bilam. Why do I need to know that Mashiach is going to come, to prove that Mashiach is going to come from the cities of refuge? What is this proof coming to add? Understand? Okay, so B'Tzeras Hashem, we're gonna continue tomorrow to explain the actual reason why we need to add cities of refuge, the proof.